On this episode of CityView, Boosting Business, the small business development program, hits a milestone. New art on the wall at City Hall. A new exhibit is set to open. And firefighters, police officers, and paramedics get a state-of-the-art training facility. Welcome to CityView. I'm your host, Renee Tejas. Protecting your pets, it's important, and every year the Animal Service Office helps by offering free vaccinations. These are clinics to help protect the community as well as your furry friends. And did you know that if your dog or cat is 12 weeks of age or older, state law requires annual rabies vaccinations? If your kitten or puppy is 12 weeks or younger, these clinics provide free identification tags and they'll be registered into the Animal Services database, which will make it easier for pets to be reunited with their owner if they're lost. To attend one of these free clinics, dogs must be on a leash, puppies should be brought in carriers or crates, cats must be in a carrier or secured in boxes with air holes. The free clinics take place at locations across town on February 12th, April 2nd, June 11th, October 1st, and November 5th. Each of the 5 sessions are on a Saturday and run from 8 a.m. to noon. For more information, visit austinanimalcenter.org or call 311. And from clinics to council, now it's time for an update on the most recent Austin City Council meeting with Larry Schooler.
The Austin City Council usually doesn't get involved with public school education, but times are tough for the Austin Independent School District's budget. So Council directed the city manager to work with AISD to find potential operational efficiencies and partnership opportunities to help AISD schools be successful. The Council also wants the city manager to work with AISD on demographic information that will guide future planning efforts. Council also decided it wants to establish a policy and general criteria for considering municipal utility districts, or MUDs. The last time such a policy was adopted was in 1984. Within the last several years, a number of owners of undeveloped land in the City of Austin's extraterritorial jurisdiction have submitted petitions to the city proposing to create special districts to fund capital improvements for the initial development of their land. The new policy states, among other things, that the MUD must demonstrate that the city would benefit more from creation of a MUD than from use of the standard city development process or other types of districts. You can read the entire policy on item 30 in the February 17th council agenda on the city's homepage. Council authorized a contract for 20 intelligent waste disposal units to replace 14 trash receptacles along Guadalupe Street between Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard and 32nd Street. The new devices will provide solar-powered trash compaction and efficient recycling solutions. They'll also enable the City of Austin to reduce collection operating costs. And Council decided not to move forward on talks with Congress regarding advanced imaging technology scanners at the airport. The Airport Advisory Commission had recommended that Council oppose the installation of the advanced imaging technology at Brookstrom International Airport. In all, Council considered 70 items at its February 17th meeting. Its next regularly scheduled meeting is March 3rd. For CityView, I'm Larry Schooler.
Austin's public safety personnel are nationally recognized and often considered to be among the best in the country. Now they have some of the best training facilities in the country as well. Community leaders recently participated in the grand opening of the new public safety training campus.
Today we're here to emphasize the city's commitment to being the safest city in the nation. This campus brings together some of the finest emergency responders in the nation, those who work for the City of Austin. This investment in all these buildings behind us, including the 50,000 square foot Roy Butler Training Building, which we'll be visiting in just a few moments, allows us to provide the most up-to-date ways to serve the public and to save lives. So I'm proud to be a part of this celebration and look forward to the benefits these facilities will provide to our community.
Be very pleased and very honored. He has always been very interested in the police and safety and the firemen and EMS, all of it.
As his wife just said, he was very proud. I think at the time he said it was the greatest honor of his life to be a part of this, to have this facility named after him, because it was what he promoted so much throughout his life and throughout his career of service to the city.
The entire grand opening news conference is available online at austintexas.gov. Channel 6. And while that new center will help develop those who serve in uniform, the Small Business Development Program recently celebrated a decade of developing and serving the needs of existing and aspiring entrepreneurs. Did you know that in Austin, over 90% of Austin businesses employ fewer than 100 workers? That fact alone has kept the Small Business Development Program, an entirely city-funded program, quite busy over the last decade. Through classes, events, one-on-one counseling, and more, the Small Business Development Program has provided information or services to over 12,000 clients. The 10th anniversary event was an opportunity to reflect on the Small Business Development Program's progress over the years, as well as the vital impact that small businesses have had on the economy and the character of Austin.
Tonight is a celebration. The Small Business Development Program was launched by the City of Austin 10 years ago. And it was a program that was launched to help individuals start a business in Austin, or business owners to help with find resources, or with resources to help them survive in today's economy.
I want to publicly acknowledge the team's dedication and hard work. You, over the years, have helped me give clarity to that fuzzy directive of, Rosie, go start a small business program. Staff and honored guests, the first 10 years have flown by with amazing results, and I look forward to the continued growth that is to come in the next 10 years.
The Small Business Development Program works to provide support to local business owners while meeting the changing needs of entrepreneurs. To learn more about the program, call 974-7800 or visit austinsmallbiz.org. The City of Austin Arborist Program handles tree permitting issues on commercial and residential properties here in Austin, and we're branching out, taking a closer look at what that process looks like.
Any tree 19 inches or greater in diameter is a protected tree in the City of Austin.
Trees are protected once they reach a certain size. And that particular size is 60 inches in circumference, and that's a tree you could barely put your arms around.
Some of the economic benefits that trees can provide have to do with energy conservation. Those trees provide a lot of great shade on your house. They protect your house from the sun, which is really the main eater of energy consumption in our neck of the woods.
Trees in the public right-of-way bring an additional benefit. They help create a sense of place. They help shade our sidewalks, and they entice people to get out and walk and enjoy their community.
You need to fill out a tree ordinance review application. It's very simple, one-page application. You pay a $25 review fee and go through the process with the city. It's on a case-by-case and tree-by-tree basis. And from there, it's a negotiation and a determination process with the city arborist.
The City of Austin passed a law in 1983 that protects the critical root zone of a protected tree.
Once you have the trees located on your site, you can start looking at where you can place the house. And we've always found the city arborist to be very open about ideas that architects and engineers and landscape architects have, how to creatively work with the trees and around the trees.
In this example, a 20-foot root zone is required to be shown on plans. Yet, there are no impacts within 10 feet of the trunk, which is 20 inches in diameter. Within this 20-foot root zone, things such as proposed sewer lines, foundations, sidewalks are reviewed and attempted to be removed from this 20-foot root zone.
The City of Austin has always been seen as a national leader when it comes to urban forestry. We recognize our trees are important to our community, and by working together with the City of Austin, we can ensure the protection of our trees for many years to come.
You can find out more information about the Arborist program at austintexas.gov/trees. And the next time you're at City Hall, you might notice that things look a little different. That's because every year about this time, all new artwork is unveiled as part of the People's Gallery exhibition. The program is in its 7th year and is designed to showcase the creative endeavors of Austin's multifaceted visual arts community. More than 160 pieces of art by 152 artists are included this year. We recently caught up with one local artist as he finished the installation of his latest piece.
This is the 7th year that the City of Austin's Cultural Arts Division has presented the People's Gallery exhibition. And it's an exhibition series that is meant to showcase all the creative endeavors of Austin area artists. The selection panel reviews all the works. This year we had 1,400 submissions. This year we included the work by Barna Cantor. He's an artist who has a Master of Fine Arts from the University of Texas. He's originally from Hungary. And he often works with the forces of nature in his artwork. And this piece is called The Compound Eye. I think it's a really great piece because it's sort of subtle, it's very integrated into the architecture of the building, and yet you can stand in the middle of the atrium here and look up and find something to interact with and play with. And it gives us a view of City Hall from many points of view.
I lived in Austin since '93, so this is my home. I love this city, and I always wanted to work for making it a better environment for the next generation. And one thing that really interested me after graduate school is public art. Try to find a balance between exhibiting my work in a public, but at the same time, caring about my roots to produce art space or activating City Hall itself. And what does it mean to have this giant compound eye that we normally see on insects? But I guess there are two things that interest me right now. One of them is the mirror as a surface. More and more I think about mirror as a display and a camera squeezed together into this totally low-tech. So instead of using a display and a camera separately, which is we are so accustomed to, it's just squashed together into one surface, and it's like super low-tech. Makes the mirror exceedingly simple. So I feel public art is far more alive, far more risky. I also love this area, City Hall itself. I mean, I think architecturally this is one of the most exciting building and definitely most exciting interior in Austin. So I'm really, really happy to be here. And, all right, I think I'm really done now.
So if you are ever looking for a free, different, and exciting place to see art, know that self-guided tours of artwork at City Hall are available when the building is open. The art guides are also free, and they include descriptions of the art and notes from the artist. Just pick one up at the security desk in the atrium. That's all for this edition of CityView. I'm your host, Renee Tejas. Our next episode premieres Friday, February 25th. Thanks for watching.